Welcome to the NOSR WebS podcast, everyone.
Whoa, that's a mouthful.
It is, isn't it?
But hey, I like it. Catchy.
Glad you think so. Well, today we're diving into a world where travel and crypto, well, kind of crash into each other. It's going to be a wild ride. Don't forget to visit the links in the description below for some amazing offers. Now, just imagine, booking your dream vacation and getting rewards, doing some good in the world, and maybe, just maybe, seeing your bookings value go up.
Hold on, you're saying my trip to Bali could actually make me money?
Potentially. It's all thanks to something called Fireflies Web 3 and their, get this, FFT token.
Okay, you got to break this down for me. FFT, Fireflies Web 3. It sounds like a nature documentary gone digital.
Right, but it's making waves, seriously.
Yeah.
On Coinstore Launchpad, there's a buzz around this FFT, up to $10,440 up for grabs until November 28th.
Wow, that's a pretty big chunk of change. But before we get too excited, let's back up a sec. What exactly is this Fireflies token? What am I actually buying into here?
So according to Coin Paprika, the token, also known as Fireflies, is built on the Binance Coin blockchain. But here's the thing. As of today, the price is listed at, wait for it, $0.
$0. So is this some kind of digital airline points scheme?
Not quite. And its market cap. Yeah, you guessed it, also $0.
So this token's either brand spanking new, hasn't even left the runway yet, or there's more to this story. We need to dig deeper.
Oh, there's definitely more. Get this, there's an actual travel company called Fireflies, based in Switzerland, been around for over 13 years, serving over 300,000 users in 165 countries. And they're actively looking for new partners. Ambitious, right?
Okay, so we're not talking about some fly-by-night operation. There's a real travel company behind this token. That definitely piques my interest. But how does it all connect? How does a Swiss travel company and this FFT token fit together?
Good question, right? From what we've gathered, LinkedIn, travel and tour world, even CoinTrust, this FFT token, it's woven into the whole Fireflies travel experience.
Woven in how? Give me the detail.
All right, so first off, FFT, you can actually use it to pay for stuff on fireflies.com. Booking flights, hotels, the whole 9 yards. Super seamless, super secure.
Okay, so it's like a digital currency for their platform. But what makes it stand out from, say, just using my credit card? What's the incentive to use FFT?
Glad you asked. Picture this. You book your dream vacay using FFT, and bam, exclusive discounts, rewards, the VIP treatment. And here's the kicker. There's this buy and burn mechanism.
Buy and burn? It sounds kind of intense. What does that even mean?
Basically, a chunk of every transaction fee goes towards buying back FFT tokens from the market, and then poof, gone. They disappear, take it out of circulation. So what happens? Supply goes down, the value of the remaining tokens could potentially go up.
Ah, I see. Smart. It's like a built-in incentive to hold on to those tokens. Yeah. So what happens to the tokens that get burned? Do they go to a digital graveyard?
Maybe. Or maybe there's a giant digital bonfire where they all end up. But really, they go to an unusable address, out of the picture completely. And, get this, they also use some of those transaction fees to support charities.
Wait, so I could be sipping cocktails on a beach in Fiji knowing that my trip is helping someone somewhere. That's pretty cool. Traveling with a conscience, I like it. But what about this Fireflies Web 3 platform? What makes it so special? Is it just a website where I can book stuff with FFT?
Oh, it's way more than that. They're using blockchain for NFTs too.
NFTs and travel. Okay, now you're speaking my language. Tell me more.
Imagine owning an NFT that gets you into those swanky airport lounges, or maybe gives you priority boarding. Or even, how about discounts at all the best restaurants in your destination city? It's like having a digital VIP pass for your whole trip.
Okay, that's pretty awesome. No more digging around for loyalty cards or printed confirmations. It's all right there on the blockchain. But let's be real for a second. The crypto world, while it's had its ups and downs, what's stopping this FFT token from just disappearing?
You're right to be cautious. But remember, Fireflies, they're not just launching a token into the void. They're integrating it into their whole travel business, and they had been around for a while.
True. They've got a track record, actual customers. It's not all just hype.
Exactly. And that buy and burn thing we talked about, along with letting people stake their tokens. All of that's designed to keep the token stable.
Sounds like they're putting a lot of thought into making this whole thing sustainable. But let's be honest, this is still pretty new territory. Blockchain and travel, it's barely even left the gate. What are some of the bumps in the road they might hit?
I'm so glad you asked, because that's exactly where we're headed next.
Don't forget to visit the links in the description below for some amazing offers. We'll be right back with part 2 of our deep dive. We'll be exploring those potential challenges and diving even deeper into what the future might hold for Fireflies Web3.
Welcome back to the NOSR WebES podcast, ready for round 2 of our Fireflies Web3 adventure.
You bet. Last time we were about to dive into some potential challenges, right?
Exactly. Let's be realistic. Every exciting new venture comes with its share of hurdles.
So what are we looking at here? What might trip up Fireflies on this journey? Well, first off, the big one, getting people on board, like actually using this thing.
Yeah, convincing folks to ditch their usual travel apps, loyalty programs, the whole shebang. It's a tough one.
Right. It's not about ditching everything, more like enhancing it. But yeah, blockchain, crypto, it's still kind of niche.
It's a whole new way of thinking about travel. Remember, way back when, people were hesitant about booking online. But once they saw how easy it was, boom, everyone was doing it.
Exactly. It's all about showing people how Fireflies Web3 makes things better, easier, and, actually worth their while.
User-friendliness is key.
Yeah.
What else? What other roadblocks are we seeing?
Regulations, the legal stuff, that's a big one.
Right, the crypto Wild West, laws everywhere, different in every country.
Exactly. Firefly's gonna have to play it smart, make sure they're following the rules, being transparent.
Makes sense. Travel industry is already super regulated. Got to build that trust.
Absolutely. Then there's, the tech world moves fast. Fireflies has to stay ahead of the game.
It's like running a marathon, but the finish line keeps moving.
That's a great analogy. Innovation, adapting, that's crucial. And let's not forget security.
Oh yeah, big one.
Blockchain's supposed to be super secure, but any system can have weaknesses, right?
Right. Protecting user data, that's got to be a top priority.
Absolutely. Imagine a data breach, travel info everywhere. That'd be a disaster. And then there's just the sheer scale of it all.
Scaling up as more and more people use it, keeping things running smoothly, that's a challenge. But honestly, I'm still pretty excited about Fireflies Web3.
Me too. It feels different, like they're really trying to change how we travel, not just, slap a blockchain label on it.
It's exciting. We're seeing a whole new way of doing things, maybe even a glimpse into the future of travel. And there's still so much more to talk about.
Oh, absolutely. We've barely scratched the surface.
Oh.
In part 3, we'll be zooming out, looking at the bigger picture.
We'll be exploring the potential impact of Fireflies Web3 on the whole travel industry. Buckle up, things are about to get really interesting. Welcome back to the NOSR WebES podcast, fellow travelers. We're wrapping up our deep dive into Fireflies Web3 and that fascinating FFT token.
We've been through the details, the good, the maybe not so good, even had a virtual bonfire for those burned tokens.
Maybe we can turn that into an NFT, a digital Swimemore roast.
Yeah.
But jokes aside, we're shifting gears now. We've looked at the close-up, now let's zoom out. Big picture time.
Exactly. What does Fireflies Web3, this whole approach, mean for the travel industry as a whole? Could this be a game changer?
Fasten your seatbelts, everyone, because we're about to go big. So help me connect the dots here. How could what Fireflies is doing change how everyone travels?
So imagine this, loyalty programs, but they all work together. No more juggling a million different airlines, hotels, booking sites. Your points, your rewards, they just flow seamlessly, thanks to blockchain.
Okay, that would be amazing. No more digging through my wallet for that one card I need, especially for someone like me, always on the go.
Right, and think about sustainability. What if blockchain could track your trip's carbon footprint? Make it easier to choose eco-friendly options.
So it's not just about getting perks, it's about traveling better, making choices that are good for the planet.
Exactly. Fireflies Web3, it's like a sneak peek into the future of travel. Maybe this is just the beginning.
It really makes you think. But let's get real for a second. Why should our listeners care about all of this? What's the takeaway for someone planning their next trip?
This deep dive, it's a reminder that the travel world, it's always changing. Blockchain, it's still new in this space, but the potential is huge.
It's like back when the internet first started, a whole new world opening up.
Exactly. And for travelers, knowing about these changes, well, it could mean better trips, more value, even a sense of adventure. It's about being part of the change, not just being a tourist.
So as we come in for landing here, one last question for everyone listening. Will we all be traveling on decentralized platforms someday? Will tokens like FFT be as normal as our passports?
Time will tell. But one thing's for sure, the journey's just getting started. And maybe, someday, we'll look back and be like, remember when travel wasn't all blockchain and amazing?
Wow, what a thought. And don't forget, listeners, you can find out more about Fireflies Web3 and FFT in the links below. Don't forget to visit the links in the description below for some amazing offers. Until next time, happy travels, everyone.